Hi, welcome to this episode of this Power BI tutorial video. In this episode, we're going to be talking about how to build Star Schema. Anyways, if you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly take time to subscribe to this YouTube channel to learn more about data analytics, data visualization, Python, Excel, and many other tools that are used in data analytics and data science. Alright, let's jump into today's lesson. It's building Star Schema. So to do this first, we need to get our data, and the data we're going to be working with today is an Excel workbook. So I'm going to try to import our data. It's a sample chocolate sales data set. Okay. Alright, so we already have a list of tables that we want to deal with. We have locations. I'll pick locations, people, products, and shipments. Those 4 tables are what we're going to use. So we're going to transform the data. I want to see the data quality of these tables. Alright, good. We've seen that for the shipment tables, we see that shipment ID, SPID, PID, GID, ship date, amount, boxes, other status. And then we're going to check the quality of each column. We can see 100% valid, 0% empty, 0% error. Same thing. You can see all the green bars are full, like they're full. Good. And there are no missing values, nothing. So I'm checking the data type of each column. This is a text, this is a text, this is a text, this is a text, this is a date. As you can see, it's formatted as a date. And this is amount. I'll put it at fixed decimal, basically 1.2. I'll put it at fixed decimal because it's amount currency, so I'll put it as fixed decimal. Yes, replace current. Good. And then the boxes, fine. Text, fine. Go to the product table, check the quality. Let's see. Yeah, the green bars are full. And then we can see cost per box. Cost per box is price. So I'll put that as fixed decimal because it has to do with number. So it has to do with money, basically, currency. And then PID is text. And then we move to people. And then we can see text, which is fine. If you look at the green bar, is full, means that the data quality is 100%. And then locations, and then we see it's high. And then the data type, everything is correct. So at this point, I think our data is pretty clean. And then I will let's go to the shipment. I think I forgot the shipment. We can remove duplicate from the shipment using the shipment ID, since it is a unique identifier. So if you are still having challenges cleaning data, you can check my video on how to use Power Query to clean data, still on this same playlist. So I'll right click and then go to remove duplicates. Good, I've removed duplicates. So let's move ahead. I'll load this, close and apply, and it's going to load it down to Power BI. Alright, our data has been loaded into Power BI, and then we have these 4 tables: locations, people, product, shipments. Now we're on the report view. Let's go down to the model view, since we're trying to build a relationship, a model here. Good. So Power BI already automatically mapped out how the model is going to look like. Alright, so we have shipment, and then it is mapping this based on the columns that are identical, basically. So yep, good. And so from what I can see here, if I hover around this arrow, I can see that it's mapping GID on shipment to GID on location, which is good. And then it is mapping SPID on shipment to SPID on people's table, and then it's mapping PID on shipment table to PID on products table. So that's the relationship that exists between this table, which is fine. This is a Star Schema. With what I've explained in the theory of data modeling, you can see that this is a Star Schema. These are dimension tables: locations, people, products, all of them connecting to just one source, which is the fact table. Now I'm going to delete all this relationship and create the relationship from scratch to see how to build Star Schemas on Power BI. So I'll right click and delete on the arrow. Yes. And then also click on this, right click and delete. Same thing. Right, so the next thing now, we're going to try to connect this together. So we're going to look for columns where these tables have the same column names, or sometimes they might not have the same column name, they might have similar column names, and the content kind of matches what you're trying to map together. Alright, so let's start with the GID. So GID is like a unique identifier. It's a primary key. It's not really a primary key in this case. The shipment ID in this case is the primary key for this table, right? It's a primary key for this table, but it's a GID is going to be a foreign key, right? So this is a primary key for this particular locations table. It's a primary key, and GID here is going to be a foreign key, all right? Because this is shipments table, shipment ID is a primary key for a shipment table, but GID is a primary key in another table, so hence it's a foreign key on the shipment table. So this is GID. This is like the unique identity, like the geography ID, location ID for each location. So it's the unique identifier on the location ID, but the foreign key on the shipment ID. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this GID, drag it and take it to the locations table, just place it on top of that, and then it brings up this dialog box. It says from which table. So from shipment, so it's created a relationship from shipment to which table, to location table. So, and it's connecting that based on GID, right? GID here, GID here, and it's saying many to one. What that means is that on the shipment table you have many GID that is connecting to just one GID. So each of these GID on the locations table is repeating once. So G1, G2, G3, G4. So as you can see, the GID here, G6, G6. There can be many G6, there can be many G1, there can be many G2, there can be many G5, as many Gs that you can have. But this location table, the dimension table, they are not repetitions basically, and so it's many to one. And then it's a single cross filter direction, and then we're making this relationship active. I'll save this. Good. And then I'm seeing another SPID on the people's table, so I will click here and drag it to SPID on the people's table, and then it creates that same thing. And then we can see SPID, we can see many to one, which means that we can have many SPID and are associated to just one SPO1, SPO2, SPO3, SPO1, SPO1, SPO, as many SP different numbers that you can have. But this is just this is not repeating. So you have many to one relationship, and it's a single filter direction. And then make this relationship active, save, and then we'll do the same for this. I've seen PID, so I'll drag this here, and then PID, many to one, yeah, single. Alright, good. We have just created ourselves a star schema. Basically. So this is how a star schema looks like. Alright, if you find this video very helpful, kindly click the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel, as well make a comment in the comment section for me to create videos like this. See you in the next video.